It's a nice place. Well, I might have been born just poor white trash, but I sold 1 million records, made a little cash. The doctors and the lawyers, they don't think it's funny that they're living next door to white trash with money. White trash with money, let's go. Listen, did you know that? Welcome to White Trash with Money. Welcome back to White Trash with Money with Justin Danger Nunley and my co.
We're going to make sure that co is in there. That's a hard co. See, a co-host can be replaced.
Hard. Oh, it's hard. No, you're not getting replaced. My name's not Mark Calloway.
Whoa. I didn't say that.
It's funny. I love Mark. I love The Undertaker. Is he ever going to come on?
I don't know, man. He's more busy today.
If I keep poking, it ain't happening, is it?
He's more busy today than he ever has been.
We got to talk about the guy that opens up this podcast with that song. That dude can sing.
No, he can't.
I think he needs a recording contract.
What's sad is the fact that we can't afford Confederate Railroad and we have to use you. Hell, we've got Eric from Love and Theft over here mixing for us. I feel like we could probably give him a couple of bucks and he would sing it for us and have at least a good voice.
I think he would do it for a hug.
Or from you.
Yeah.
I mean, he would. From me, it's just...
Eric, you need a hug?
He could always use a hug.
We're evolving as a podcast.
We are.
We are evolving. We now have Asian Andy sitting in the background. Say what's up, Andy.
Hello.
He is our
Is
looker
that mic
upper.
Close enough? I mean, we need to make sure that we hear you.
Hello.
Yeah.
Andy is our looker upper.
He's our what?
Looker upper.
Oh, he's the Jamie
The
Who's
DEI
Jamie?
hires.
from Rogan. So he's
Who?
Joe Rogan, up and coming podcast host.
Wasn't he on a Fear Factor back in the day?
That was him, yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
remember him.
He's bald now.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet it's a good podcast. I didn't know he had one.
Yeah, I mean, it's a deep dive. You're going to have to really do some searching, but you can find it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Just Joe Rogan Experience. Yeah,
Really?
It's pretty easy. Yeah.
He just used his name.
I know. It's wild
How
to think.
self-centered is that?
Hey, it's Gary Sinise has his own band, and it's
Who? I'm joking.
So
Waze is actually partnered with the Gary Sinise Foundation.
great organization.
Yeah.
We've partnered with him before too, but the funny thing about his band is it's the Lieutenant Dan band with Gary Sinise, and I'm like, how? I was like, how self-centered do you have to be to where you've got your name in there?
It's like the Justin Danger Nunley podcast. It's like the Justin Danger Nunley podcast with Justin Danger Nunley. Yeah.
That's exactly what he's done.
The Lieutenant Dan band with Gary Sinise.
I was like, that's you twice.
You're right. Yeah.
Have you ever met him?
I haven't.
We did an USO thing down out in Vegas with him. Man, he's just the nicest guy in the world.
Really?
Yeah. He's absolutely.
Is he a hugger?
I don't recall hugging him. Shaking his hand, but I don't recall hugging him.
If I ever meet him, I'm gonna hug him and I'll let you know.
Kiss him on the cheek. He'd probably appreciate that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I remember that. I'll be like, that's from Matt.
Yeah. But we took a bunch of veterans to dinner and we went to Bubba Gump's while we were in Vegas, which was weird. So. But no, nice guy.
You took Lieutenant Dan to Bubba Gump's.
Yeah, I mean, we know how to wine and dine them. You know what I mean?
I like it. Kind of like the last time you wined and dined us. How much was that check?
Where
I've had to put more money into the business account because of you taking us to dinner.
No. Hold on. Let's talk about that. We go to Hall's. You're the one that's convincing Asian Andy to order a tomahawk steak.
Yeah,
He
that
did
was a
finish
damn
it,
good
though.
steak.
And then you order a tomahawk steak, proceed to dump it in ketchup.
It was good.
I go to Hall's, and what I do, I order the steak and wine.
And the most expensive wine he could order.
I drink good wine. I'm willing to pay for it out of my own pocket.
But you didn't.
Because you go, just put it on the business credit card. Just put it on the business credit card.
Yeah, when I was dumping more money into the business account, I was like, yeah, it's a bad decision.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. And I'm like, I got Carissa telling me, hey, can you put this much into the account? And I'm like, I think that was the amount of the bill that we had that night. I was like, this is kind of all like, this is kind of lining up. Like, okay, maybe we don't go to Halls the next time. Maybe we just go to Velvet Taco.
That's what we were trying to. What's a Velvet Taco?
Across the street. Or just eat here at Losers or at the Duck Blind. I mean, one of the two. The Duck Blind's got phenomenal wings, by the way.
They do. Yeah, we ate it last time. Well, I don't know. It was good food for cold food, if that makes sense. Because let's talk about this. Last time we were here, you're like, 30 minutes in between guests, plenty enough time. And our producer was like, no, we need to do an hour in between guests. And you was like, no, 30 minutes is fine. Right. And then we were behind all day. I didn't have time to shit if I wanted to.
Yeah. I don't eat. So I do eat. I love good food. But like if I'm working, I don't eat. So I don't think about others when I'm a very selfish person.
We know. Yeah. Well, we get it. We get it.
I could just drink Way's energy and, eat some of these kick-ass beef jerky links. See how I did that?
Hey, have you ever ate the kick-ass jerky?
So I've known Jeremy for a long time.
Really?
It was before he got famous on TikTok. We were carrying the stuff in our coffee shops. And I'm so happy because he was on the brink of potentially like going under.
Yeah.
And it was during COVID.
And it don't take long for him to go under because he's short fella.
He is a short fella. Yeah. He's
like he'd go under for anybody else.
Yeah, waist high to a grasshopper. I mean, that boy. The deep end is the bathtub. You know what I mean? So it's, but he used to have the Carolina Reaper beef sticks. I don't know if he still has them.
I've tried them before, and that when me and him first became friends, he sent me a bunch of jerky. Now I've got it all on reorder. My favorite's the olives. I like the pickled olives.
So my wife likes like
with
pickled
spicy,
okra and
spicy
olives
pimento.
And it's got spicy. See, I don't like olives.
Spicy pimento olives.
Yeah. So it's got pimento cheese, like
yes,
in the
yes,
or it's is it just the pimento, or does it have the cheese in it as well?
There's some that have the cheese in it as well.
Really? Okay.
But there's some that are just spicy pimento that just has the pimento.
Did I ever tell you the story about me eating the Carolina Reaper beef sticks?
No.
Do you want to hear this?
Yes.
Okay. So we're at work and I said, hey,
I'll let you know after you tell the story if I wanted to hear it or not.
I'm going to see how many of these beef sticks I can eat in like just a couple of minutes. So I got about 3 of them in me. And man, I can feel immediately this was a mistake. Okay.
You started getting hot in the chest?
Yes. And they're about this big. They're this size, okay? So they're this long and everything, and I ate about 3 of them, and they're full of Carolina Reaper, peppers. So now I've got that in my system, and I can feel it already. I was like, oh, this was not a good idea. I'm going to stop.
You get that warm feeling in your chest.
Yes.
It's nowhere else, but it's right there in your chest.
Yes.
And you're like, I may have a heart attack today.
Yeah. So what I did is I went and got me some like water and some milk and stuff, and I was like, okay, this isn't bad.
Milk is the worst thing you can drink.
Well, at that point,
warm water, hot water is the best thing because it rinses the enzymes off your tongue and your palate.
Yeah, it could have been, it could have been old bath water. I don't care. Like it was bad. I needed something in me.
You could shit through a screen door afterwards.
Well, here's the thing. That's where the story goes. So the whole day I'm just like, "Whew, man, that wasn't a good idea." And I can feel the ball of flame going through my upper intestine throughout the whole day. I could tell you exactly where it was.
Right.
I could feel it going all the way through it all day long. And about 4:30, I went to the restroom and at work, and I was like, this ain't good. It was bad. I'd stand up and I'd sit back down, stand up, sit back down. And it felt like razor blades coming out of me. I felt like I was pooping razor blades. So I got enough out where I said, okay, I think I can make it home. I got 15.7 miles.
Famous last words.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I get the truck and I called Amy. I said, babe.
You shit your pants, didn't you?
Nope. I didn't on this one. I've got 400 other stories about me doing that. I'm driving home. I said, sweetheart, open up the side door. And she goes, I'll unlock it. I said, I didn't say unlock it. I said, open it.
I don't have the energy. I don't have the time to open the door.
I said, we've got to cut out all steps. I said, it's got to be open.
Was you doing the butt clench run?
I'm driving as fast as I can. And you know how
Ass off the seat.
Yes. And I'm hurting and it burns. Everything inside of me is burning. I'm sweating.
Right. Yeah.
And I don't drive anything new.
You turn the radio down. You don't even.
I don't want no sound. Nothing.
Ass off the seat. Just silence.
I'm in my old hunting truck. I'm in an '89 Ford F-150. Stick shift.
Nobody understands struggles if you've never been through that. Ass is off the seat. You're driving. cold air blowing on you, right? You got to have the cold air blowing.
Yeah.
And just total silence. And you are concentrating on not shitting your pants.
Yes. And I mean, it is like you have control of a muscle that you never knew was there at that point. And then also you have no control of it at a certain point. So,
and then you start thinking, you know what? It would feel good if I just let a little,
just a little pressure, just the release of a little pressure. So now I got 15.7 miles ahead of me in a potential train because I got railroad tracks.
Oh no.
Well, nothing stops me. The Lord's on my side.
Right.
I get all the way to the house. I pull in that driveway, Dukes of Hazzard style,
Yeah.
and
Didn't even close the door.
didn't
to the
close
truck.
the door. Didn't need to.
Park in the front yard, looking like a drunk on a Friday night coming home.
There ain't nothing in that truck that's worth it. So
Right.
I get out. I'll get in the house, and I went to the guest bathroom because I wasn't going to do this in my main bathroom. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
I ain't doing that in there.
yeah.
Amy don't deserve it. So I go in there. I got completely naked. I was like, I can't.
You had time to get naked?
I sat while I'm sitting down. I take my everything
You're
off.
shedding clothes as you're shitting.
As I'm sitting, and I've got my sink and my counter right here to the side of me, and I'm laying my head on it, and I'm crying, and I was like, Lord, whatever I've done, I was like, punish me by letting all this come out at once. Just make me make this the worst day of my life. I don't care.
Whole.
I've got to get this
Use
out
my
of me.
hole by making me whole.
I don't care if I bleed. I don't care how bad it burns. Just get this out of me. So at that point, I'm in there for about 30, 40 minutes. It's awful. It feels like I'm pooping razor blades, like a little devil. I feel like I got little demons coming out with pitchforks just hitting me as it's coming out. It's just awful, right? And now I'm done. And I was like, okay. The next step is I gotta go take a shower. Like I can't walk around after that.
Yeah.
You know. So I'm butt naked. I get up. I walk to the house and Amy's in the kitchen and she looked at me. She goes, "What did you do today?"
Where your clothes at?
I said, she goes, "What is going on?" I said, "I ate some Carolina Reaper beef sticks."
This conversation is happening while you're butt naked in the kitchen.
I'm standing in the living room at this point, and
Okay.
she's in the kitchen, and it all like overlooks into the living room and everything.
Yeah.
And I said, I ate these Carolina Reaper beef sticks from Kick-Ass Beef Jerky Jeremy sent me. And she looked at me and she goes, "Oh, I have no sympathy for you. You're an absolute idiot." And I was like, okay. So now.
You brought this on yourself.
Oh, yeah. She has no sympathy. She's a nurse. So now here's the problem. It's still burning. I'm hurting. I go to the shower, right?
Did you waffle stomp?
No.
Didn't have to.
I didn't put
That shit
I'm
was
empty.
water.
I'm empty. Oh, it's water. I'm empty at this point.
Yeah.
But it's just still, everything inside of me is burning and hurting. So I went in the shower and I got one of those things that, like the handle that comes off and,
The one that women like to use in the shower.
Bro, I ended up taking that thing. Yeah, they do. I took that thing. I turned the water on as cold as I could get it, right?
Mm.
And I threw my leg up. And I had that
glad
one
that we've
right
got this
there on my
visual right.
butthole. And I've got that cold water just shooting right on my butthole, trying and just praying that it would stop burning.
What are we doing?
And that was my first experience with Kick-Ass Beef Jerky. And we appreciate Jeremy for sending
We
us
do
some
appreciate
products.
Jeremy. I don't know if that was a good ad read there. Great ad read. That's not even really an ad read.
That was my Kick-Ass Beef Jerky moment right there. Since then, I've just kept with, like bacon cheddar, just normal. Eat me a stick or two at lunch just for a snack, maybe midday, but no more.
You know what? With you describing that, I don't know that I have had those because
I think he quit selling them.
Really?
It should have been illegal. You can't sell things like that to people. Like,
see, my toxic trait is that I like to find stuff like that, and like I'll give the kids like a meat stick, like a regular one, like bacon and cheddar, right? And then I'll slip them one of the Reapers. I just want them to take one bite. It's funny to me, just slip them one.
Yeah.
That they're gonna have trust issues.
Yes,
they already do, because they will not eat anything that I give them anymore. I'm just like, hey, try this, and then I have to like go through that whole like 5 minutes of convincing, like it's not hot. Like I wouldn't do you like that.
I'm your dad.
I would do them like that. 100%. I would do them like that.
What is your wife like when that happens? what's the conversation?
She's like, I've already
privately?
told you boys not to trust him when he hands you something.
She's not even getting mad at you anymore.
Right.
She's mad at them.
Yeah.
for
She's
trusting
like,
you.
if you're going to be dumb, you better be tough. If you're gonna
Play silly games, win silly
Yeah.
prizes. that's the
How
case.
many times can this guy give you shit that's going to burn you, and to
Before you
make
learn
it,
your
yeah,
lesson.
yeah. No, Bryant won't. Bryant, you cannot convince him. My oldest, he's just like, no, I'm
He
good.
knows. Yeah.
Blake will be like,
Let's go.
yeah.
Yeah. That one was a bad day. I love Jeremy, but he ought not sell things like that. And I don't think he does anymore. So, but it's a great product. It tastes good.
The olives are phenomenal.
I'm just not an olive fan, but I'll take them to my wife. I didn't know he did all that stuff. He just built a new facility too up
He
there in
did.
Wisconsin,
He did.
man. TikTok saved him.
Yeah.
Saved his business.
Yeah, well, I mean, he took to TikTok and said, I'm going to lose my business if, and he was like, it wasn't just a plea for help that somebody didn't need help. Like,
No.
yeah,
Because during COVID, we were doing a bunch of stuff, and I texted him and I said, "Hey man, you got a discount code or something? I just want to buy a bunch of jerky and just give it to the employees while they're out here working and stuff." And he was like, "Yeah man, here's a discount code." He goes, "Man, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be, in business or anything.
I'll just
Things
give
are
you
tough."
everything.
And I mean, and I mean, just like ways where you're like, "Man, I'll just send you something." No, I like buying the stuff. You know what I mean? And I was like, "No, man, I'll pay for it. Just if you got a discount code, I appreciate that." And I'm just glad to see that he's thriving.
He's a great dude.
He's thriving.
Jeremy's phenomenal people.
Good person. I talked to him probably about a year or so ago, and he brought up you, and this is before we ever met. And he was like, "Man," he goes, "we were talking about wrestling," and he was like, "Man, we all need to go to a wrestling match."
We
together."
do.
Yeah, he goes, "That'd be fun."
What? Let's talk about it.
Okay,
Wrestling. They've announced, right, that WrestleMania, the next WrestleMania, is gonna be in Saudi.
Yeah, 2027. Yeah,
2027.
Yeah.
Which we're aggravated because next year was supposed to be New Orleans, and we were gonna go like WrestleMania 34. That was first,
Yeah.
that's the first thing that I took my kid to, WrestleMania 34, right?
Yep.
Undertaker stole the show.
Yep.
Like that was the best entrance I believe ever.
Yeah.
Right. The jacket and everything sitting in the middle of the ring, and then it disappears.
Yeah.
Right. And now they're doing it in Saudi. First time WWE's ever done anything outside of the United States for WrestleMania.
For WrestleMania.
Right. Why is it TKO taking over? Is that what's causing all this?
I've got opinions on it.
Okay. What is it?
It's money. I mean, it is. TKO is amazing. They now own WWE, UFC, and PBR, and they
Not
make
Pabst Blue Ribbon.
yeah
Professional
the
bull
board,
riders.
Yeah. So they are phenomenal in promoting, right? But I mean, those Burkas have deep pockets, brother, and Saudi.
That's oil money, baby.
Yeah, and it's something. So it's they're going to put on a great show. It's going to be a great spectacle. But the problem I have with it is the limitations. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be very difficult for the blue collar middle class person that wrestling was built for. They can't go to WrestleMania in Vegas when it's 2 nights, 4 seats, $15,000.
I wanted to go to Vegas this past year for WrestleMania, and we wound up not going.
Yeah.
Just because,
But that's the whole thing. It's like, it's so expensive to go in the United States. Definitely people in the North America aren't going to go to Saudi Arabia. I mean, if they do, it's going to be a handful of them.
Was WrestleMania 34, was that the last time that they did one night WrestleManias?
They went 2 nights. I don't know when the first year they did 2 nights.
I thought it was wild because I was not expecting it, because I had not been watching wrestling for a long time when we went to WrestleMania 34, and it was like 9-10 hours of just straight wrestling.
Yeah.
Like, it was a long day.
It's a long
right?
day. 2 days is fun. It makes it, breaking it up is good, in my opinion. You get 2 really good main events because it's hard to book the main event, right? I can only imagine being a booker. And to have the opportunity, book a tea, and to have the opportunity to do 2 is
Harlem
great.
Heat.
But I don't agree with going to Saudi. There's a business decision there that I don't understand. But I like the fact that if it's staying in North America or even Europe, I think that places like London and stuff probably deserve it first.
Right.
You got a big fan base there. So I don't know. I mean, it's going to be a big money grab.
Saudi, man, they love wrestling.
Bro,
They love WWE.
You know what the problem too is that I don't agree with is the women. The
I
female
was just
wrestlers.
fixing to bring that up because, a couple years ago when they first started doing Crown Jewel, right?
Yep.
It was all men's matches because the Saudis wouldn't allow the women to wrestle. So what WWE did, they never came out and said that's why they was doing it, but then they did the all-female pay-per-view, right?
Yeah.
Which was good.
Evolution.
Yeah, Evolution, right? And it was good. I mean, that was when Becky Lynch was on her, upswing and everything.
Yeah.
It was right before, she started getting the huge Stone Cold pops when she would come in, right? But, so they're doing WrestleMania. Are the women not going to be able to wrestle?
No. The women can wrestle now. Even at Crown Jewel, they have to be covered, though, neck down. Long sleeves, everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Which is good for some of them.
For some of them, they need to.
You know?
There's some of the men that they should probably do that
Yeah,
with as
yeah.
well. But no, so we get to see the talent of the women, but once again,
We don't get to see the talent
we
of
don't
the women.
They don't get to be themselves, unfortunately, and that's the part that
Right.
is a little upsetting for me. But we'll see. I mean, Turkey, he just did the Canelo Crawford fight. He is the sports guy for Saudi, and
Who won that Canelo fight?
Crawford.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, he picked him apart. It was a great fight.
I didn't watch it. It's college football season.
Yeah, but they walked out at 1:30 in the morning Eastern
I'm
time.
not staying up that late.
I was
I'm
dying.
like, I'm good.
It was 2:30 in the morning when the fight was over.
Really?
I was dying.
Well, you're on
East Coast.
Yeah, East Coast time.
And, it was a about had me not going to church on Sunday morning because I was so tired. But no, it's interesting what they're doing with that. WWE's changed a lot. They're doing, it's costing the normal fan a lot of money to even watch wrestling because you got to have ESPN Plus now. You got to have Netflix. You got to, it's just not on regular cable anymore or just regular TV anymore. So there's a lot of things that are eyebrow raising, but they're still selling out arenas and they're still selling more merch than ever before.
I don't think it's costing people any more money than it has in the past. They've gotten away from the pay-per-view type thing. Now you can watch it. You just have to have the subscription, which the subscriptions are cheaper than what the pay-per-views. Back in the day, you would have a pay-per-view every month.
It's $50-$60 even back when we were kids, I think. Yeah. To watch it.
My mom and dad, they get so mad at me. Sometimes you would get lucky, and for some reason, they would just accidentally let you watch the pay-per-view, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't blacked out or whatever. And, there was a couple of times where I got lucky like that. And, we didn't grow up wealthy or anything, right? And then I figured out how to order, right? And I would tell mom, I was like, they just showed it for free. I ain't got to deal with that for a month.
Bill comes in.
Until the bill. No, when that bill comes in, you getting your ass beat. It's like, you spent $60. We're not going to be able to eat this month, And looking back, hell, it probably did put a strain on our
especially if you're a family that's living paycheck to paycheck, maybe you got a few bucks left over, but not a lot.
Right in the height of dad breaking his back and everything, and he wasn't able to work.
Oh yeah,
he was on workman's comp.
And that's why 60% of your paycheck, you got a 40% cut. All of a sudden, and you're over there buying $60 pay-per-views for wrestling.
Look at us now, though. Hey, we didn't starve. We did all right.
Yeah. We used to. You remember the black boxes? Those illegal black boxes.
I've got a funny story. So I've got a friend. I'm not going to mention names because I don't know if they still do it. But I got a friend, and we all went to school together. And I go over to his house, and his dad would do the DirecTV cards, right?
Yep.
He had a machine, and there would be people that would drive 10 hours to come get their card redone. They'd zap them, and you'd have to get the card redone again, right? So he had all these, and it was highly illegal operation he was running. And I get tickled all the time because I think about this. I would be over at his house, and he would start getting this suspicion that the feds were coming, right? And I'd be over there, and we would start burying equipment and money and cards out in the woods, man. We was burying shit.
How do you think they could detect? I guess satellite maybe or something.
People talk. He had a lot. Well,
I think it's more people running their mouth more than anything.
Oh,
probably.
100%. Well, he was there was like sheriff's deputies and everybody else that would come. They would come in the patrol car to get their DirecTV cards redone. You know what I'm saying? And this was back in what, 98, 99, 2000. And it was like everybody, like anybody, he would have celebrities that he would be like, they would overnight their DirecTV card and he would just ship it back to them. Right. It was that easy, and it would unlock every channel.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And dude, he would start getting those that spidey senses were tingling, right? And he would be like, "Hey, boys, get a shovel, get a hoe."
A gut feeling is something you got to listen to.
Yeah.
You know,
Or, he would hear just a random helicopter going overhead. Maybe like an air evac or something. He's like, "We got to start burying shit."
it's like Goodfellas when he's like looking up, and he's on drugs, and he's like, "Oh, and they're following me."
Yeah.
It's like just a news helicopter. They followed you.
So I have aided and abetted in burying, DirecTV card boxes back in the day.
Go out to some land, and you could probably find all those old boxes and cards.
Dude, no, he would go. He
He'd
would
go
dig,
get them back.
Yeah, after the his what would you call it?
Spider
paranoia.
Yeah. Oh,
after his paranoia was gone, then we'd go dig them back up.
That is so funny.
Yeah, he had a whole process too, man. This goes in this box. This goes in this box to keep it sealed off. Yeah.
So my granddaddy sold moonshine, but he would, during Vacation Bible School, he would make all the bird houses and stuff that we would put together at Vacation Bible School. And the only time my granddaddy ever went to church was at his funeral. And
Right.
I was like, "Pa, I said, why do you make all these bird houses and go up there and help out with the church and you don't even go?" He goes, "You got to keep them church women happy, son."
That way they don't turn you into the
He's like, they get mad at their husband or something. He said they start telling people
tell
about
everything.
They start telling everything.
like, that old son of a bitch won't come home. Let me tell you where he's getting his moonshine.
He's getting
at.
drunk down there at old James Lyda's house. Y'all need to go down there to James's house. He's got moonshine all over the place.
Like busting James's steel was going to keep their husband from drinking, you know?
They just going to go down
That
the
ain't
road.
how that works.
Virgil down the road, he sold it too. So.
Yeah. Mike Trout.
Power hitter.
Power
hitter.
hitter, yeah. I mean, Mike Trout is a phenomenal. I think we're supposed to be doing an ad read right now.
I still
for
put
Merit Productions.
Tony Gwynn still.
Merit Productions. You should use Merit Productions for all your business content needs. They're into BDSM.
What?
Business development through social media.
Justin, I don't think that's what BDSM stands for, buddy.
That's what it means right now.
I think you are mistaken.
Merit Productions. Use them for all your business development through social media needs. We'll be back to the podcast in just a minute, but first, I want to tell you what I like to eat when we're in between filming podcast episodes.
What are you doing?
Kick-ass beef jerky. I always keep them handy. That way.
Have you had the summer sausage?
I have before, man. You know, it's that's a lot of meat. It's girthy.
Oh, I got some.
Look at that.
Oh. Ow. Yeah, this is the pepper jack one. Try it.
What in the hell is wrong with you?
It's my snack.
Did you have that keistered?
Yeah.
Anyways, kick-ass beef jerky. I can't wait to eat it when I finally get it opened.
Back up.
Back to the podcast episode.
Oh man, so you're a proud new business owner. You
Well,
get
yeah.
yourself out of the Air Force and you just
I thought I was going to retire.
they ain't no retiring. You're too
I
young
know.
to retire.
Well, yeah. I mean, it keeps me busy. Probably busier than I should be. You know, but it's good. It's good to say, yeah, I got a partnership with Emerald Coast Harley Davidson now and Big Gus Tractor and Equipment.
The tractor side, because I'm not a motorcycle guy. The tractor side, I am like,
Well, you know,
I love that
I think
stuff.
only 2 to 3% of the population, is involved in power sports like motorcycles and stuff like that, right?
when you say power sports, is that like ATVs, side by sides, all that stuff as
I
well?
would say that that's all coupled in, right?
Oh, really?
And that, I mean, only 2 to 3% of the population. Think about how many tractors you see
Oh yeah.
and heavy equipment. I mean, man, I didn't realize like how far they've come with equipment to where you can basically put any attachment on anything now.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like one thing that I negotiated with Gus when he offered me the partnership, I said, his first offer was very generous, right? And I said, I've just got one ask. Can we give my dad a tractor? Daddy needs a tractor, And he said, yeah, we can do that, So Dad's already picked his tractor out.
Good.
I'm sure by the time this comes out, that video will have already dropped. He's already picked his tractor out. And, Dad kept saying, man, we don't need to do this,
Yep.
like this is too much, I said, no, seriously, pick whatever you want, so he picked him one with, bucket on the front and a grapple hook.
Yeah.
And he kept asking about a backhoe,
Yep.
like how do we get the backhoe attachment on the back and everything? And they said, here's how we have to do it or whatever. And I wound up telling them, I was like, I said, go ahead and put the backhoe attachment and a finishing mower with that package, and I'll pay for those two, whatever. And when I told that, he just broke down crying.
That's awesome.
Second time I've ever seen my dad cry. First one was at my great grandmother's funeral, and his brother's funeral. Right, they said the third time, give him a tractor, but it was a good feeling, to be able to, give my daddy a tractor.
And I mean, that's something. How much land does he have?
I think about 20 acres.
There you go.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like for us, I mean,
Dad's been disabled for years. Ever since I was when I was still in high school, he's had like 17, 18 back surgeries.
Jeez, yeah.
Like his back, you look at like X-rays of his back, he looks like a damn bionic man. Like his spine is like damn metal.
My daddy probably should have that many back surgeries by now, but he just refuses to go do it.
Yeah. So dad can't do a whole lot anymore. He tinkers around with stuff, keep himself busy. But yeah.
But tractors now are so comfortable that he'll get on that thing and won't even know his own it. You know what I mean? Like they ride like a Cadillac.
Yeah.
And
Dad is very anal retentive about that grass.
Oh, really?
About his grass. He even mows the field.
Not bush hog it.
No.
Because we bush hogged.
He mows the field. That's why I was like, he needs a finishing mower for the back of this. That way he can finish mow that field.
Yeah.
And be done in,
half the time, probably.
Well, more than that. I mean, you got to think he's got zero turn right now that he's mowing the whole thing, and which is probably like 60-inch deck. Deck size matters.
Very much so. Yes, deck size
matters.
Don't let them fool you. It matters. What are you? What are you learning about the business side so far that is surprising you right now?
When Gus first brought me on for my Skillbridge, when I was still active duty, right? Skillbridge, I don't know if we've talked about this on here yet, but Skillbridge is
I would say it's an internship.
Yeah, it's like
for
an internship,
people that are active duty that are getting out of the military.
Yeah.
Last 6 months, right?
Yeah, 6 months. It's a program where you can, help service members transition.
Yeah.
Not like that. There's other programs for that, I hear.
Yeah.
Maybe not so much anymore, but anyways, right? It's a program to help you transition because it's hard for veterans that have spent, most guys that retire from the military went in, they never had a real job, maybe bagging groceries in high school something.
You never even made a resume. You don't even have a resume.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's like, it is a different world, man. Yeah. And even if you had worked a job 20 years ago,
it's completely different now.
Bro, I mean, we didn't even have iPhones when I went in the military.
No, that's the thing.
I mean, we literally did not have iPhones.
Yeah.
iPhone had not been. So, I mean, things have changed so much since I've been in. But it's a program where you can work 6 months. The military still pays you. You're still active duty, but you're basically like on a terminal type thing, and you just answer to this company, right? And when Gus first brought me on, he said, I want to make sure that you're getting a lot out of this as well. I know what I'm getting out of it. We're going to grow the socials, And I told Gus, I said, he's like, so what are we going to do? I said, we're going to grow the socials. I said, I'm going to make you your own advertising. He's like, what do you mean? I said, we talked about, I said, how much money do you pay for TV ads, radio ads, stuff like that? I was like, it's obsolete.
It is.
It's nobody's watching TV commercials anymore. If you're watching TV, what's the first thing you do when a commercial pops up? Everybody on their phones. even Super Bowl. We had a bunch of people over for the Super Bowl this past year, and I looked and whenever the Super Bowl, a lot of people used to just watch for the Super Bowl
Yeah.
commercials. Super Bowl commercials come on now, and everybody just picks up their phone. They start scrolling, see what's going on.
Because the commercial that just played, if it was really good, is going to be on my phone in the next 30 seconds anyway.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. So I told him, I said, I can make you your own advertising.
Yep.
You don't have to pay money for that anymore. And a lot of this stuff's expensive to pay for, And he said, okay. So he understood what he was getting, right? And he said, I want to make sure that I want to teach you a lot of the back end. Now, when he told me this, I was like, I don't give a shit about the back end of a business, right? I'm here to try to, entertain people. I know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And the further we've gotten into it, the more I have learned and the more intrigued I am. And now I think he loves it that I go to him and I will pick his brain on things. I'm like, why are we not doing it like this? He's like, that's actually a very good point.
Yeah.
Or sometimes, why are we not doing it like this? He'd be like, well, we've tried it like that before, and here's why we do it this way, know. So I understand a lot of the back end of it now and everything. So it is pretty interesting, to see how it works. And a lot of the rules on how you have to do things as a dealer is very interesting, because a lot of the dealers, no matter whether it's car or motorcycle or tractors or whatever, there's a certain way you have to do things. Some things is in your control. Some things aren't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that part of where the season that you're going into in your life, coming out of the military, where I think a lot of people don't realize when you've been in the military, you're told where to be, what to wear. You know what you're probably going to be doing today when you got to the, once you went on base and everything. And now those 20 years of you doing that, and that's all you've been doing, and now going into this venture with him is going to challenge you in a way that you've never been challenged before either. Because doing the Skillbridge program and going out there and making funny videos, walking on bikes and stuff like that, you kind of already know how to do that, right? That stuff's easy for you. It's like coming up with a video people think it's hard, but it's really not that hard. I mean, you could figure out 2 or 3 of them, and one of them's probably going to work really good. But now going on that business side, for you especially, that where you've got to sit down, be a little bit more focused and organized and learn some new things, is good for you. Because I think a lot of times people in the military after 20, 30 years, they'll retire and then they almost kind of stop learning.
Yeah.
And that's not good for you.
No. I mean, the military, everything's written down. You have technical orders for everything.
Yeah.
Anything that you want to do, I was in ammo, we built bombs. There is a step-by-step on how to do everything that we do.
Yeah.
And it's all written, I think, like on a 6th or 7th grade reading level.
Yeah. It's a very, because you've got such a diverse group of people that come into the military, and you've got some people that are, they're at a 4th or 5th grade reading level sometimes.
Right.
But I think that's good for you. My brother, after 30 years in the Air Force, retired. He was 47, and he called me 6 months later. He said, "Man, I've got my RV. I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go hunting and fishing, and that's what my retirement's gonna be." 6 months later, he calls me and he goes, "I know why veterans kill themselves." Mm-hmm. He said, He goes, "PTSD might have something to do with it. You
lose your sense of purpose."
He said, "It's purpose." He said, "I don't have purpose anymore." He goes, "Man, I used to wake up every day. I had thousands of airmen that fell under me that I was responsible for."
And you couldn't wait to be done with it.
Yes.
And then when it's over with, now I've not had this experience.
Yeah.
Just because I'm so damn busy.
And that's the whole thing. My brother went from being really busy to sitting at a campground at a national park in his RV.
Just thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, this isn't good. I'm 47. My mind's good. My body's pretty good still. Like, I'm supposed to be doing something. I was created to do stuff.
Yeah.
I was created to work."
Yep.
And he's like, this is the problem right here. Mm-hmm. And that's where he realized we have an issue when it comes to guys getting out of the military. And he even said, he goes, "I don't understand a guy that gets out of the military after 4 years." He goes, "I want to help guys that have been in for 20, 30 years that are getting out, and they haven't written a resume in 20 or 30 years, or they've never written a resume, or the resume is one line, Air Force.
Well, I think that's one thing that I think that the government's doing decently well is the whole, I forget what it's called. I just went through it. TAPS, it's where, you do it a year, you start doing it a year out, right, from retirement or getting out. And you go through these classes and briefings that tell you, you need to be on this website. You need to be updating your LinkedIn. Here's how you write a resume. We'll help you write a resume. You can go to the Airman Family Readiness Center, and I'm sure it's, all branches have something like that where they'll help you with your resume. You go to these job fairs that the military, the TAPS program host, and I didn't do any of that. I had to go through the TAPS course, but I did the very minimal because I already know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need to go to a job fair.
In 03, when I got out, we went through ACAP, and it was for 30 days. And it was just essentially like, hey, when you go on a job interview, wear a suit.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, it was like the programs just weren't there. You know what I mean? And like, I didn't know any better. I mean, and I guess they didn't know any better either. But no, it's improved a lot. So I'm excited for you. I'm excited to see what, I'm excited that you're doing stuff that's not just social media.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you're challenging yourself.
Yeah.
Because you could have just said, "Oh, I'll just make funny videos and sit at home all day and just be fat and happy." You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But instead, you're actually going out and challenging yourself, and that part, I'm excited for it. And I'm happy.
Well,
for you.
It's a struggle. I'll tell you that. I'll be the first one to tell you that because,
struggling's good.
It is good. It is good, but it's a time thing, know, because there's only so many hours in a day, and then, I try to pump out, 3 to 4 videos a day, and then, being there, doing those videos, and then Tractor Place doing those. And then, we do this, it's like, man, my creative, meter is on she's tapped out right now,
drained.
Yeah. And I've figured out ways to, tap into it and, put the gas pump in and fill it up a little bit, where I can get through.
And I mean, we've talked about it a little bit. I don't know, in your free time, for me, it's going, I don't have kids or anything. I don't have those responsibilities at the house. So when I go home, I go out, a lot of times I just go outside and I sit by myself and I smoke a cigar.
Yeah.
That cigar's about an hour long, right? 45 minutes. And and sometimes I don't even turn this thing on. You know what I mean?
Just sit there and
sometimes I just sit there.
Sit in your thoughts.
Pray, just soak up the sun and just check out. Because my normal job is I've got to be on all the time as well.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
There is nothing that makes me freak out or more anxious than sitting and trying to relax.
Yeah.
Because I just, maybe the first 5-10 minutes. And then after that, I start panicking like all the shit I got to get done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think that's where you're I don't know if you know this or not, but you have ADHD and ADD. And I don't know if you
yeah. I'm highly medicated, baby.
So I think that's where utilizing Carissa for your calendar and your organization of your day
Carissa,
is a
dude,
critical.
I'm sure most days she wants to pull her damn hair out. Because I'm just like...
She was ready to kill you this morning. So, at breakfast.
Yes.
So that's...
So
I can only imagine
thing.
what it's like every day, all day.
Yeah. It's funny because we'll start talking on the phone or whatever. And she's like, Brent, who was my manager, is her husband, right? He was my manager. And then she's taken over probably because he couldn't handle me. He's just like, I can't do this shit anymore, you know? Joking. Brent's
got me fired.
Yeah, I got her fired from Bristol Motor
Oh,
Speedway.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Well, whatever. She's better off now anyways.
And here you are.
She's better off now. Trust me. She's doing way better in life. She's making more money, getting to do more cool things.
Oh, yeah.
She's is 10 times better for her, and I'm happy for Carissa.
I wish I could say the same thing from the job that I got fired from, Chris.
But, she... It's funny that they both have tapped into when you're on the phone with me, and I'm sure you've experienced this. When you're on the phone with me, there's a point in that phone call where you lose me.
Yep,
I'm done. Yep. Right, and I will never tell you that I'm done, just because I don't want to be impolite,
But no, yeah.
But my mind is somewhere else. Like I have done wandered off, and her and Brent had both tapped into it. Whenever that happens, whenever they realize this happened, they're like, "Yeah, we'll talk about all this later. Go do what you got to do, and we'll get back later." Just call me.
I've experienced it with you. So the owner of Nine Line, y'all are the same person,
right?
My wife is y'all, and Amy even said the other day, she goes, "You're like a flame that attracts people with ADHD,
with autistic people."
And I
You're
go,
just yeah.
And I said, the problem is I'm also ADHD. And
Right.
I go, but I think I just have it at such a lower dose than everyone else that I seem normal.
Yeah.
And I feel normal.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I was like, I don't know why. I said, but I just attract these type of people into my life.
Right.
But it's fun. I mean, you know what I mean? It's all fun. It's just, I know that 90% of the time what I'm saying, the person's probably not listening.
You see that dumpster fire right there? That's my
you.
brain.
Yep.
That's my brain. That's me.
So you just turned to the side and looked back. Let's discuss the party in the back you got going on here.
Hey, it looks normal. Straight on. We're looking good, right? Look at this. Side profile. Bam. Watch this up. Watch this. Watch the shake. Boom.
The shake is there.
She's there.
The shake is the.
Hey, Andy, take your hat off. Show us yours. Show us yours.
Andy's trying to do
go
one.
ahead, turn. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, mine's better.
Yeah.
Put your hat back on.
His is sideways.
Mine's better. Andy keeps saying that he's my Asian son, and he's like, oh, you wanted to be just like your son.
You telling me we don't look alike? I mean, I think we look pretty close.
It's
anyways,
debatable. It's debatable. I think in Nashville, I mean,
maybe if you squint your eyes.
Hey, Andy, stand up real quick. Stand up. Have you seen? You got to stay in front of the camera.
He's shorter once he
Rose,
gets off the stool.
I'm going to need you to stand on the stool, Andy. You got to stand up. I'm trying to show off the jersey. This clown has found. No, stand on the stool. They can't see it. Hold on.
Eric's got to lower the camera for Asian Andy.
I didn't know this was going to be such an ordeal. He has got a Waffle House hockey jersey.
Where did you find this, Andy?
And I needed the link because I want this.
It's a company that makes artist merch, but here's the bag.
Smothered and covered.
24/7.
24/7. I love it.
We gotta get one of those.
Are you a jersey guy? Do you wear jerseys? Do you wear them?
I don't wear them a whole lot, but I love them. I have a bunch of jerseys.
I do too. So like, you've got the wall of helmets. I've got a wall of jerseys.
Yeah, I've got jerseys too.
So, but I don't like grown men wearing jerseys in public.
I have a thing about that, right? I will only wear jersey. Like, so I've partnered with the NFL a couple times and MLB to do stuff. And the only time I will wear a jersey if it's personalized, right? Or I cannot wear a jersey of somebody that is younger than me.
And you're in a point, and you're in that age now where
they're Hall of Famers, baby.
You've got to
wearing Hall of Famers. We're wearing
OJ Simpson, Ray Lewis, things.
Probably not OJ. Like, good God, man. I actually do have an OJ Simpson autographed Bills helmet.
I've got a Chris Benoit belt.
Oh my God.
Autographed belt.
He's not signing anymore. That was kind of where my mind was at when I had the opportunity to buy this OJ Simpson helmet, and hate everything that man did or whatever, but I'm like, I'm a collector of sports memorabilia. I'm like, he ain't signing no more.
I met him in a restaurant.
Really?
Yeah, Herbs and Rye in Vegas. He's sitting at the end of the bar. There's a group of us sitting at a table. Everyone at the table was high as kites, except for me, actually. And he's sitting there drinking wine. Somebody goes, "That's OJ." And I looked up and I went, "Oh my God, it is." He gets up, he goes to the bathroom, and when he did, he looked at us and he waved at us, comes back, finishes his wine. He's getting ready to leave, literally walks right by our table and he goes, "Boys, don't do anything in Vegas that I wouldn't do."
And that says, hey, dude.
And I was like,
that is a wild line for him to say.
So here's me, who I've met a million celebrities in my life, and for some reason I'm like, I literally go, "We love you, Juice." I don't know why I said that. And I just went, "We love you, Juice."
He was such a good football player and a good actor
and funny.
Why in the hell do you think he killed her?
1,000%.
I do too.
And Ronald Coleman.
Yeah. I don't think that it's even a question.
And all the evidence comes out afterwards. If someone killed my wife and my house guest, I'm going to search to the day that I die to find that killer if I didn't do it. And this man decides to go do rap videos instead.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I just got a feeling that he probably, it just seems that way. But no, going back to the Jersey thing.
Well, the documentaries that came out about that.
Yeah, there's.
I mean,
it's
the prosecution completely screwed that up.
1,000%.
Why in the hell would you ask him to put that glove on?
So the dumbest thing ever. Dumbest,
Yeah.
and they were even saying that everyone on the team was like, "Please don't ask him to do this. Please don't ask him to do this."
Because you can fix your hand to where you can't put something on that would fit you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, it's wild.
Yeah, and I think I saw a stand-up comedian say, if OJ wouldn't have killed those people, we wouldn't have gotten the Kardashians. And,
Yeah,
and
that's
Bruce Jenner
crazy.
would still be a man.
No, it's crazy to think that right before the infamous car chase, OJ Simpson was sitting on Kim Kardashian's bed talking to Robert Kardashian.
Yeah.
He was sitting there trying to figure things out, and he was sitting on Kim's bed.
Yeah. And I mean, Robert was, part of the
Yeah.
attorneys on his team.
That is wild.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's, those connections are absolutely insane. I'll tell you something that I do want to talk about. Memorabilia is kind of like having the OJ and the Chris Benoit belt and stuff, is the Menendez brothers, the basketball card.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? So there's a basketball card of, I believe it's Mark Jackson, where they took a picture of him on the court and made a basketball card out of it. And sitting front row are the Menendez brothers. They're in the card, and they're both sitting on the front row courtside during that game.
And they killed their parents.
Yes.
Yeah, that is wild.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think you'd get them to sign that card?
I wonder if there's any of them that are signed. But there's
That'd be
weird
highly
stuff.
collectible.
I like weird stuff like that. You know what I
me
mean?
too.
And
There's people that collect John Wayne Gacy paintings.
yeah, I don't want that type of stuff.
No, I would not want something like that in my house. But there's like a niche community of people that collect things from serial killers.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I know that you're into that stuff, like the serial killer, like true crime stuff. My wife
Yeah.
is too, and all. But I don't necessarily want that evil in my home.
No,
You know
I
what
would.
mean?
No, I wouldn't want it in my.
Yeah.
Hell no. I'm good.
Yeah, like the Chris Benoit belt. It has like 5 or 6 other signatures on it. One of them being Ric Flair, and so but it's still I love.
Have
Chris
we talked about the Annabelle doll? Have we talked about this on here ever since we were in Austin when Annabelle was there, and I was joking about we need to go, and I want to get it out of the case and hold it. The man died.
I know.
The handler died.
Like 30 days after that.
That is
us
wild.
being there. Yes. And then, you know who I'm more upset with is my pastor, because we called him and he told us, he goes, "Oh yeah, y'all should go steal that thing."
He's like, "Yeah, you'll
be fine.
Yeah, you'll be
You'll
fine.
be fine.
That battle's already been won."
And apparently not.
Brother.
Yes.
What's his name?
Pastor Carter.
Pastor Carter. Brother,
Yeah.
you need to do some more studying.
Yes. I'm looking for new churches at this point, because I was like, I don't trust my leader. My shepherd is leading me into a field of thorns. It's like, no. I don't want
Brer
this.
Rabbit.
Yeah. It's like, this
Your
ain't good.
Pastor Carter's Brer Rabbit.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wanted to go steal that daggum
Speaking of
Annabelle doll.
rabbits, I want a pet raccoon.
Man, you told me this earlier. You don't want no raccoon.
I do. I want a pet raccoon bad.
No.
That and a mini Highland cow.
The cow's cool because you can kill it and eat it.
What?
A raccoon, you got to boil it
That's
for a couple
not where
of
I was
days.
going with that, man. We used to coon hunt.
Oh, me too.
You know.
We talked about that, the pencils.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would never eat them. We would carry them to this old man named Odell, right? And he would eat the coons.
Mm.
And I tried it one time, and it's way too gristly. It's like eating guinea pig in Ecuador.
Yeah.
They consider guinea pig like a delicacy. And
Yeah.
it was too gristly. I was like, I can't eat this.
Did you ate guinea pig down there?
Yeah.
In Ecuador?
Yeah, well, I ate like 3 or 4 bites of it,
Couldn't
and then
do
I
it.
felt bad. I was like, waitress came back over, and I said, "Ma'am," I said, "I don't mean to be mean. I can't eat this. Can I just get some ceviche?" I need some
Like a
ceviche.
taco.
Yeah, give me
Like
something.
with like beef.
I can't do it.
Or
But
fish.
I tell you what, man, the ceviche in Ecuador is
Yeah. I love
Top notch.
Honduras too, and the same thing in Honduras. I mean, it's just absolutely amazing. And Belize. So the guy that owns the bar and stuff that we do this from, he's got a place down in Belize. And man,
Really?
Where's
Belize?
San Pedro.
What's that?
It's a little island right off of Belize. So you fly into
I
Belize.
don't know where Belize is. You're referencing something that I don't know where it's
Oh,
at.
Belize is in Central America. It's right below Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, good Lord. Do you really not know where Belize is located?
No, I've heard of it, but I never
Yeah.
knew where it was. I'm not a damn geologist.
If you're nice to Steve, he might let you go stay at his place down there.
is
It's
he
pretty
gonna fly
nice.
me down there?
He's got a private plane.
Hey, Steve, where we at? As long as we ain't flying over the Bermuda
Eric,
Triangle,
have you been down there?
I'm down.
You haven't been to his place? Yeah. Yeah. It's
Andy, have you ever been to Belize?
Nope. Never.
Did you know where Belize was?
I've heard of it. I don't know where it's at.
Yeah, you didn't know where it was either, right?
well, I'm sorry that thank you, Carissa. I'm sorry that my vacation ain't to the Gulf Shores every freaking summer or Myrtle Beach. I actually go do, travel a little bit. Go travel a little bit, go see some places.
I've been to Ecuador.
I heard.
Yeah.
And you ate pigs down.
Alaska.
I've never been to Alaska.
Bro, you got to go to Alaska.
I want to.
Pictures do not do that place justice. It is gorgeous.
It's the only place I would do a cruise.
I think I'd want to do a cruise there.
I want to see like all the glaciers and stuff like that from the boat.
We went and camped out on a glacier for a weekend. Golcana Glacier.
Really?
We were the only people, man, and we were dumb. Like we had no clue what we were doing. It's a wonder we're still alive.
Yeah.
Right. We went and hiked up with just some minimal camping gear and a 10mm Glock.
I don't think
Just
a
in
10mm
case.
Glock's going to be enough for
Just
a
in
banger.
case. Well, I mean, I think a 10mm Glock. I think 10mm would do it. It would.
I'm bad with a pistol.
I'm
so
really good with a pistol.
I'm terrible with a pistol. So
I'm really
like,
good quick draw.
Yeah,
I always wanted to do quick draw competitions. I'm
really?
good at it.
Yeah,
I'm very good at it.
yeah.
Yeah, I can. House. Yeah, we need to go do a range day, and I'll show you what I can do with a quick draw.
Yeah, we can absolutely do that.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm.
I do better with pistols than I do with long guns.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
See, I'm the total opposite.
No,
Yeah, rifles. I love shotguns more than anything, but
I'm not a big shot. No, if we're shooting skeet,
oh, that's my
not
thing.
that kind of skeet.
Yeah, clay
The
pigeons.
clay pigeons.
Yeah.
Ah, ski.
Yeah, from the windows
No,
and walls.
yeah. Till the sweat drops down my balls.
Mm-hmm.
If we're shooting skeet, I love doing that. That's fun.
Yeah.
I guess that's about the only shotgunning you do, ain't it?
Yeah.
When you say I like to shoot shotguns, I'm thinking we shoot them from the hill, put the sawed off, you know?
I mean, we do that too.
I mean, it is fun.
I mean, you out there long enough, you get bored shooting them clay pigeons, you're gonna end up doing something stupid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You shoot over your head between your legs and everything else. I mean, it's you turn the cameras off and then we start having fun.
Just don't go do it with Dick Cheney.
No, not at all. Not at all. That would.
He shot that feller.
Oh no,
How did that happen?
that fella apparently needed to be shot. That was. That's what I
He
would say.
peppered him, didn't he?
Yeah, it was bird shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just enough to piss you off.
It's just enough to
It's
piss
like,
you off.
you son of a bitch.
It's enough for you to go, maybe I shouldn't come hunting next time. Maybe they don't really want me here. Maybe we're not friends. maybe I'm not part of that inner circle.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that close-knit circle. I went to San Diego the other day.
What was you doing? The weather's beautiful in San Diego. by
You
the way.
been?
Yeah. Yeah.
Never been. It's the first time ever going.
Yeah.
Went and stayed at in the gas lamp district. So,
The GLD.
the GLD. You familiar with the
So much drama in the GLD.
You familiar with the Savannah Bananas?
I am. Yeah.
So they
Friends
had,
with a couple of them.
yeah. So they had their 2-night stay there and did at Petco Park,
Mm-hmm.
and we do apparel for them. So we went down there and we had a meeting with them and some other companies and stuff, and it was pretty cool. But got to go out on the field and everything with those guys.
Yeah,
Second time I've ever been on a Major League Baseball field.
Yeah.
But that stadium was absolutely amazing. I know you're a baseball fan and
Dude,
all.
I am.
And-
I would love to go see this Bananas play. And I've had a lifelong dream, and I really can't believe that it hadn't happened yet. As viral as I've been for so long is I just want to throw a first pitch out at a Major League Baseball game.
Really?
I've always wanted to. I don't even care what team it would be.
You want me to tell you what pisses me off?
What's that?
I had that chance.
Why didn't you do
So
it?
the owner of Nine Line, Tyler, doesn't know anything about sports. He loves combat sports. He loves fighting, but baseball, football stuff's just not his thing. We work with Truist Bank very closely.
Oh, you got an opportunity to do it with the Braves,
Yes.
and you didn't do it.
I'm going to tell you why. They called up Tyler and they said, hey, would you like to throw out the first pitch of this game? And Tyler's like, responds, he's like, nah, I'm good. And that same day he tells me, he goes, yeah, like Truist wants me to come throw out some pitch or something. I said, Truist does? He goes, that's at the Braves. And he goes, yeah, it's the Braves game. He goes, on such and such day. And he goes, do you want to do it? I go, yes, absolutely. I want to do that. I looked it up and it was against the Dodgers. And I was like, bro, this is Shohei Ohtani. I was like, Freddie Freeman. I was like, yes, I want to.
This wasn't that long ago.
This was this year, a couple of months ago.
Oh my God, man.
And I was like, yes, absolutely. I want to do this. Absolutely. Let's do it.
Call him right now.
Yeah. It was like, I need you to do this right now because your ADHD brain, you're going to forget about this. He ends up texting me that even, they've already given that spot up to somebody else. And I said, well, let them know that if there's another spot that comes up, he goes, apparently this is something that's not easy. And apparently there's a long waiting list.
They were probably like, did he really say no about this?
He goes, yeah, they couldn't believe that I said no to it. And I was like, the closest I've ever gotten is I threw out the first banana at a Savannah Bananas game.
Really?
Yeah.
They throw bananas?
Yeah, so instead of a first pitch, they take it and you get blindfolded and they throw a banana out in the crowd and the crowd has to like cheer when you get close to the banana. If you go further away from it, they start booing. So once you find the banana blindfold, you pick up the banana, take the blindfold off, and you throw it to the catcher, and that's the first pitch.
Really?
When I did it, it was just you went from the mound. And they told me, they said, just go up to the edge of the dirt. I said, no.
No.
I was
We
like,
get on the bump.
I said, I got to go from the mound,
getting on the
baby.
bump,
I
baby.
got to go from the mound.
60 feet, 6 inches. That's where I'm throwing from.
So I say all of this with the question of, would you like to make an appearance and play for the Savannah Bananas?
I would 100% do that.
Okay.
I
So
could hit.
I want to make that connection for you because
Yeah.
I've already been asked when I went to San Diego by the head coach, Coach Gillum, and he goes, and then there was a couple of other guys there, and I'm really good friends with the center fielder, DR Meadows, and they were all like, man, Justin's so funny. I can't believe you guys doing a podcast. I said, you guys know that he's like a professional hitting coach. And they're like, what? And they were like, we've got to get him out for a game. We got to do something.
I would straight get out. Dude, I will go out there and hit. I want to play the field too.
I was like, because they just had Brett Young. I mean,
100% yes. Let's do it. Yes.
yeah, we'll make that connection.
Absolutely.
That's too easy.
Yeah.
I'm really good friends with the CFO, and he was like, I can connect you with the guy that kind of coordinates all the celebrities and everything to come in.
Yeah.
And he's like, when I was in San Diego, guess who came out to close the game? Trevor Hoffman.
Oh, Lord. Yeah.
Bro,
That's
when that
awesome.
music hit, like Tyler
love
once
Trevor
again does
Hoffman.
not know anything about it. And he looked at me and I was like, this is probably the second greatest closer to ever live.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like,
First greatest, Mariano Rivera.
1000%.
Period.
Yes.
Right.
I was at a game that he blew the save,
Which is very odd.
which is more rare than just about anything
Yeah,
in baseball,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And, but yeah, Trevor Hoffman comes out and gets the last out of the game.
Yeah.
And it was so cool, to watch
That is
Trevor
awesome.
Hoffman.
Hell yeah.
But the Bananas is so fun, man.
Yeah.
That's the first time that I've gone to a game at a Major League Baseball stadium with them. And I had a friend who I've known for 23 years. Her and her husband came out with their kids. And man, it's just so fun. It's just a fun environment.
Well, I'm I coach Little League.
Yeah.
And last year, right before the Little League tournament, our local tournament, the All-Star tournament, I was the manager for the All-Stars. And I had Jackson Olsen,
Yeah.
I had him do a video for the team, encouraging them or whatever, which is really cool. And I think he might have been with Coach Rack at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Coach Rack, we're all mutuals online.
DR Meadows, the center fielder that catches with the backflip and
Yeah.
everything. He was just at the office the other day, real good friend of mine too. And, and just good. You know what I love also is, man, you want to talk about a group of guys that they're not scared to show their faith. They're not scared to show how they believe,
Right.
Christ and family. And, that's, which is really neat to see in today's age. You know what I mean? Like for them to just be very forward with that is good to see. So But no, they were talking about you, and they
That's
were like,
awesome.
"Man, we need to get Nunley out here for a game.
Let's do it.
So I was like, okay. I was like, I don't know what the rest of the season looks like, games wise. I said, if we can't do it this year, let's definitely beginning of next year.
Yeah.
Let's get you on board to do
game.
something fun.
Blake and Bryant would love that.
Oh, yeah.
My kids would. Yeah.
And the thing is like, I don't know which is better. Grayson Stadium in Savannah, which is only 3,000 people, but it's the stadium where Hank Aaron's played there. Jackie Robinson played there. That's where John Cena came out and batted for him, was at that stadium.
Really?
Yeah. So it's like that stadium is super historical, but I don't know if it's more fun to do something there or when they play like at Truist Park. You know what I
Right.
mean? At a Major League Baseball
Yeah.
stadium. I don't know which one would be cooler to be involved in, but either way, it's just they have a good time with it.
Yeah. I wouldn't even care. Let's do it anywhere. Whatever. I don't care.
So talking about jerseys, I played on their like local, like they had like this kickball for charity thing or whatever, and they had me come out to play on the kickball team, and I have a Savannah Bananas jersey that says Lyda, on the back of it.
I've been doing kickball tournament every year with Corey LaJoy.
Yeah,
He does one up there for charities, and I can't this year. Where I've already committed for something during that time, and I hate that I can't do it. I love playing those kickball
it's
celebrity
so
games.
fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
and we did it for it. Ours was a bunch of local, like celebrities. You know what I mean? Like we had a guy that played for the Red Sox. That was Jason Schill. He was on the team, and it was just like the news anchor and all that stuff. But it was
Right.
it was a good time, and
Yeah.
we raised money for some local charity. I can't even remember what the charity was now, but those are fun events when you bring a bunch of people together, especially on kickball. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Right.
kickball takes you back to elementary school. So, but man, we about had it. It's been an hour.
I think we chewed that thing as far as we can chew it.
Yeah.
Andy, close us out.
Well, thank you for watching White Trash with Money podcast.
Made in
See y'all
China.
later.
Did you say made in China? He's Vietnamese. My God, man. Lord have mercy. Listen, did you know? Well, thanks for tuning in. White Trash with Money podcast.